Now on midday, ordered to court what it means to a group and the amendment it wants to put before voters. Plus, a presidential address tonight, how the president plans to move forward as his term comes to an end. And K8 Sports on the road for Sunbelt Media Days. A live report from Chris Hutchison in New Orleans.
Live, local, now. This is K8 News.
Well, this morning we are starting to feel that humidity.
You had anything to drink tonight?
No. Well, about an hour ago, I had one drink.
A Region 8 principal accused of driving drunk. Tonight at 10, we take a look at newly released body cam video from the night of her arrest. Plus, increasing police presence. The city of Jonesboro discussed their new strategy to prevent potential threats.
Again, it also set the tone. We're serious in Jonesboro about crime.
Tonight, we hear from both the city and Jonesboro police about how this initiative aims to keep you safe. And helping those impacted by opioid addictions, we take a look at the new program in Sharp County, giving people the resources and treatment they need.
And later, taking a dive into the science of tornadoes and how they form, taking a look at the science behind the new twisters.
Live, local, now. This is K8 News.
Everybody cooks in their own way. I get that.
Live from downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma's own News 9 starts now.
Oklahoma's marijuana program is no longer viewed as the Wild West of weed. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Amanda Taylor.
And I'm Carl Torp. That according to the State Bureau of Narcotics.
Now on KSBW Action News 8, one person arrested after authorities say they started the largest wildfire of the season just north of Chico. Tonight, how big it is, where it's threatening homes and forcing evacuations. Plus, Governor Newsom ordering the removal of homeless encampments throughout California, the local impact. And our top story, Monterey County Sheriff Tina Nieto responds to criticism after being caught speeding on the highway at over 90 miles an hour.
Coverage you can count on. KSBW Action News 8 starts right now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dan Green. Aaron Clark is off tonight.
The news on your hometown station, WDBJ7, starts right now.
And so we're hoping that this step means there's more to come.
Tonight, new developments in the fight to keep 2 elementary schools in Lynchburg from closing. What advocates have to say about the potential rebuilding of one of them.
Rain chances continue. We'll look at that flood risk as well as your first alert on another heat wave that could be setting up into August.
And President Biden addressing the nation in person for the first time since dropping out of the presidential race, while former President Trump hits the campaign trail. Good evening. I'm Logan Sherrill. Chloe has the night off.
This is CBS News New York.
Breaking right now, an MTA bus with passengers slammed into a restaurant in Brooklyn overnight, but police are saying caused the accident. Plus, the latest on the New Jersey police officer who was shot while serving a warrant in Rahway. And a historic night in D.C. as President Biden addresses the nation explaining why he decided not to run. Good morning on this Wednesday, July 25th. I'm Natalie Duddridge in for Chris Reggie. It is Thursday. It is Thursday. Yeah, week's moving along. I'm Mary Calvi. Welcome to CBS 2 News this morning.
Coming up on your Fox 47 News, we have an update on house demolition in Rochester's Lowertown neighborhood. Plus, Governor Tim Walz is possibly being considered as Kamala Harris's VP pick. We're taking a deeper dive. But first, new developments in the case of Minnesota State Trooper Shane Roper charged with vehicular homicide. Video sheds light on his past crashes. Your 9 o'clock news starts now.
Your first local late news. This is Fox 47 News.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Megan Zempel. Noah Kaplan is on assignment tonight. A new development today. This is newly released dashcam video of Minnesota State Trooper Shane Roper's 4 previous on-the-job crashes.
This is WLOX News Now at 5. Your news for South Mississippi starts now.
And good evening again. Thanks for joining us. I'm Karen Abernathy. A train slammed into an 18-wheeler stuck on the tracks in Gulfport, leading to a mess on nearby roads and in yards.
From across the Twin Tiers, this is WENY News at 5:30.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us for WENY News at 5:30. I'm Renata Steele. It's been a very comfortable day across the Twin Tiers with fair skies.
Well, welcome in on a Wednesday. It is time for ATL Live. I'm Becky Sotero.
And I'm Jovina Portson Evans. Thank you all so much for joining us. We have a lot for you to expect on this Wednesday morning, starting with finding solitude.
You're watching Good Evening San Diego.
Good evening, San Diego. I'm Logan Burns.
And I'm Teresa Sardina. Thank you for joining us.
Our top story, a woman is sentenced to 2 years probation in a deadly hit and run in North Park.
Now, breaking news from CBS 17 News.
Breaking news tonight, Governor Roy Cooper has taken himself out of the running for Kamala Harris's vice president. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Angela Taylor. CBS 17's Sonica Bargo joins us live. Sonica, you spoke to analysts about what this decision could mean for the race and results here in North Carolina.
Right now on 13 on Your Side at noon, a Pennsylvania SWAT team speaking out about security issues on the day a gunman tried to assassinate former President Trump. A former Muskegon police officer suffering from PTSD is taking steps to help other first responders. And it's a big day along the lakeshore as the Parade of Ships returns to the Grand Haven Coast Guard Festival. I'm Tanner Holbrook. 13 on Your Side at noon starts right now.
News that impacts you and your community. 13 on Your Side at noon starts now.
And welcome to 13 on Your Side at noon. I'm Tanner Holbrook. A live look at Grand Haven at this noon hour. You can kind of see, got some sunshine out there. A little bit of a chop on the big lake, though. Meteorologist Samantha Jacks has your weather impact forecast.
Yeah, good afternoon, West Michigan. It certainly is a humid day outside. Those dew points.
Dozens of Hartford residents rallying tonight after their police chief is fired. What they say about Mike Prince being let go.
Plus, the state's first human case of the West Nile virus is detected this year, where it was found and how you can protect yourself.
And changes could be coming to the Berrien County Jail. What officials plan to do with the newly approved grants.
Covering West Michigan to protect and alert you. This is News Channel 3, live at 10.
Good evening. A stormy evening in West Michigan with intense winds and rain, even a brief tornado warning in Berry County.
And this video was taken just before 5 o'clock as the storms hit Kalamazoo, drenching the area in rain.
Now, thanks for joining us on News Channel 3 at 10. Here's a live look at conditions right now.
More perspectives, more local voices. This is TMJ4 News Today.
Good morning, 5 o'clock here on this Tuesday. Welcome to TMJ4 News Today. Y'all getting along with the stickiness?
Yeah.
Sticky.
Not too bad. I
don't care.
Yeah.
All for it.
Right, you just stay inside if you have to.
Let's see what you guys say tomorrow. Today's kind of the day.
Right now at 7 Fiesta, we'll kick off tomorrow at La Fiesta Pequeña. News Channel reporter Patricia Martellotti will show you some handmade merch and artwork.
The Our Lady of Guadalupe Mercado begins this Friday at noon. We'll tell you what you can expect at this local favorite next.
And an acreage and containment update on the Park Fire, which is the 6th largest fire in California history. We'll have more on that coming up.
Live up and down the coast, from the beaches to the valleys, your news channel starts right now.
Fox 26, the News Edge at 10 starts now.
Good evening, I'm Caroline Collins. Welcome to the News Edge at 10.
We've got you covered. This is 27 News. Wake up, Wisconsin.
Hey there, good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mark Charter.
And I'm Rebecca Ribley, along with meteorologist Dana Fulton. The heat is sticking around.
2 News Oklahoma starts
right now.
Thank you for joining us on 2 News Oklahoma at 5. I'm Erin Christie. First at 5.
Tonight on Fox West Texas, live at 9, the opioid epidemic continues to grip communities across the United States. But now in Abilene, it's becoming a little bit easier to access Narcan, the life-saving antidote that can reverse the deadly effects of an opioid overdose.
A hot start to my August in my forecast. I'll have all the details tonight at 9.
And more help from West Texas is on its way to California as first responders there continue to deal with the massive park fire. We'll show you which fire department is the latest to answer the call for help. Fox West Texas, live at 9, starts now. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Bert St. Pierre. Hope your Wednesday is treating you well. We'll get to those stories in just a minute, but first.
It is another warm and muggy night across northeast Wisconsin. Clear skies now giving way to some increasing clouds. These clouds you see on the tower cam.
Tonight at 11, heavy wind and rain slamming Chatham County.
Oh, shoot!
Plus, Tybee Island police are gearing up for hurricane season with a high-tech boost.
This is going to be a game changer.
Find out how drones will revolutionize their response efforts and enhance safety.
The new scam sweeping the country. Officials now putting out the urgent alert. Criminals using social media for this one, targeting you or even your kids. Rawson reports with the details.
Swim, bike, run, and spectate. I'm Deirdre Fitzpatrick in Paris, where the Seine was clean enough to hold triathlon and the crowds showed up.
WJCL 22 News at 11 starts now. As we come on the air at 11, several school districts are headed back tomorrow.
Celebrating the Japanese culture right here in the Forest City, the weekend party taking place at our local Japanese gardens. Plus, the dog days of summer are upon us, and what better way to spend the time than with dogs? Rockford University was filled today with our four-legged friends. And empowering the next generation. That's the mission for one center that opened their doors today.
Live from WTVO 17, this is Eyewitness News at 10.
Hello everyone, I'm Jess Lipson. We appreciate you being here with us. Before we get to those stories, Rock Cut State Park announced to their Facebook page.
Well, good morning, Tri-State. As you're waking up, here's what you need to know to start your Friday. A story you'll only see here on 44 News. A suspected drunk driver arraigned on murder charges for the death of a 25-year-old woman in Davis County.
We all wanted to wear her favorite color to support so everyone knows what we're here for and why.
The victim's family speaks out exclusively to 44 News for the very first time. Plus, more storms and severe weather have continued to pummel the Tri-State, impacting those trying to repair after the recent tornado in Warwick County. We talked to residents about their cleanup efforts and how Mother Nature has halted their progress.
Well, we are starting to see some relief in the Tri-State, relief from the heat and also some relief from those storms. We're going to talk more about when this rain will be out of here and how nice it's going to feel as we approach the weekend.
And Babies R Us is making a comeback. Which department store is rolling out new sections to attract younger families and why? We have the most impactful stories in the Tri-State. 44 News this morning at 5 starts right now.
Live, local, late breaking. This is 44 News this morning.
And we're outside this morning with a live look at downtown Evansville. You may have heard that rain on and off throughout the morning.
More perspectives, more local voices. This is TMJ4 News at 6.
Good evening. Happening right now, attorneys for the family of a man who died outside the Hyatt Regency Hotel are preparing to talk with reporters.
They will share newly released security video from inside the hotel. That's why that screen is set up right there.
Right now on Nonstop Local, a father who kidnapped his own daughter and ran to Mexico, now charged by the U.S. Attorney's Office. But first, the Pacific Northwest still fighting dozens of fires, what prompted Governor Jay Inslee to issue a statewide emergency proclamation.
And while that weather alert might not be in effect, we're still tracking very hot temperatures through the weekend.
We start in fire mode. Governor Jay Inslee issuing a statewide emergency proclamation related to wildfires. Good evening, I'm Noelle Anderson filling in for Xander Adams tonight. The large number of fires creating a large-scale fuel supply shortage for firefighting activities.
We do believe this was human-caused. Therefore, it is an arson investigation.
A step closer tonight to learning what ignited a wildfire burning in Colorado.
We are so grateful to the firefighters, really. Just our hearts go out to them.
Crews make more progress as some people return to what's left of home.
I never in my wildest dreams expected to lose a home this way.
But amid the destruction,
they are doing a lot of good work.
Signs of progress.
We're monitoring the two wildfires that crews don't quite have control over yet. The Alexander fire eating up more than 9,000 acres. It's just 5% contained. Meanwhile, the Quarry fire at 10% contained. Thanks for joining us tonight for Denver 7 News at 10. I'm Jessica Crawford.
And I'm Jessica Porter. It's day 5 of Wildfire Watch in Colorado. Denver 7's Claire Lavazorio and Colette Portalon out at those two fires we just mentioned. And we want to start with Claire at the Quarry fire.
Straight ahead on News Channel 5 this morning, Donald Trump calls out Tennessee Governor Bill Lee on social media. What led up to this and how the governor is responding to the former president.
Plus, the Sumner County Sheriff has unexpectedly died. How the community says they will remember him.
Plus, Nashville's new public transit plan is moving forward, and it will soon be up to voters to approve. Why some, though, are now questioning the predicted costs for the project. Your news starts now.
Keeping you safe, informed, connected. This is News Channel 5 this morning.
Good morning, 5 a.m. on this Saturday morning. I'm Jennifer Kraus. Glad you are with us. So let's get started by getting our first check of the forecast from meteorologist Henry Rothenberg.